Hello, teacher. How
Hey,
are you?
Jonathan, I'm good, and you?
Fine, teacher. So good.
Okay, how is the weather there?
Oh, it's very hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy the weather.
I know.
But for some time, it's so difficult to concentrate in something because the weather is very hot. But um, I try to do.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, here in Santa Ana is the same. I'm in a place where I can open the door and now it feels much better, but inside of the house is terrible.
Yeah, inside the house is terrible. In Santa Ana City is worse, I think, because
Yeah.
I live in El Congo. It is a little fresh because it is around the Congo. It is not
Mhm.
that downtown
Yeah.
specific.
Okay. And have you came, sorry, to Santa Ana these days?
Today I work from house,
Oh,
from office.
okay.
It is hybrid the new position.
Okay, excellent. Very good.
Yeah, that's nice. But yesterday it was so terrible, teacher. I'm so sorry I
Okay.
couldn't join to the class because it was a traffic jam. So terrible.
I know. It's crazy, right? Well, I
Yeah,
went to San Salvador today, but it was not so bad as I thought. But yes, there are some days that, gosh, it's like, I mean, you don't want to go, but you don't have another option, right?
yeah,
But you haven't came to visit your family here in Santa Leonor? No, Santa Leonor, near.
yeah. I couldn't, teacher, and I feel bad for that. Maybe this weekend or on Friday, maybe, but and I'm going to receive the class Friday with where my aunt
Okay.
because it's necessary to visit her.
Okay. You have a long
And
time without visiting her?
yeah, I have 2 months around
Yeah.
approximately, but I visit my my grandma 2 weeks ago, and I have a lot of time for visiting her, but I did it 2 or 1 week ago, and I feel better. But with my aunt, I couldn't.
Okay. And she lives where?
My grandma
Mhm.
is very near from Santa Leonor. Do you know Las Colinas, Huacao?
It's farther Santa Leonor, I mean near Santa Leonor or
Near from Santa Leonor, but for example, I don't know, maybe 5 kilometers.
oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Okay, it's not so far, right? Yes,
Yeah.
you have to come and visit her. Tell me, how was the competition?
Oh my God, it was so nice for me, but because I improved my skills, because I studied more in this competition, but I didn't win anything, but I asked more, I answered more questions, and it is very good for me. But because in this tournament, it was so difficult and complicated because everybody study very hard because if you win, you can pass to the final tournament, and everybody study very hard. But for the next year, I'm going to prepare more because I'm going to have a more time for studying.
Mm-hmm.
And this for the next tournament, we are going to learn Daniel,
Okay.
and it
In each
is
tournament, it's a different book.
yeah different book. Yeah,
Okay.
for this tournament, the next tournament, Daniel, it has 12 chapter. Yeah,
Okay.
chapter 12.
Yeah.
And Revelation is so complicated because it has 22 chapter.
Okay. Wow.
And yeah, and the vocabulary is more complicated than Daniel.
Okay.
I think it is easier than Revelation, but I'm not sure. Now I was listening only the three chapter 1 and 2 and 3, but only I was listening. And
Okay.
for me, it's very good. But if you watch, for example, the tournament, it is not, how do you say? I don't remember scoring. No, how do you say grabando?
Recording? It's not
Recording.
record.
Yeah,
It's not record.
it is not recording. But if you can watch, for example, a tournament, the people is very clever, intelligent, and smart because memorize a lot of chapter. For example, I don't know. I'm going to look some question for this competition, but I'm not sure if I erase this this question, but it was so difficult. I don't remember if I erase or delete this question. But for example, I'm going to try to remember.
Okay.
Let me see. Give me 1 second.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm,
No worry.
I'm going to look this question.
Okay.
But I remember it is so complicated to try to say in English this
Okay.
question. I'm not going to translate
Okay.
because it is not easy. But I'm going to download now.
Mhm.
Um, and I remember, teacher, for example, a question, pregunta por 20 puntos. I'm going to talk in Spanish a little bit, but I find this question. For example, the first question it is that pregunta número 1 por 10 puntos. Respuesta de análisis de capítulo de la sección titulada La caída de Babilonia. Los mercaderes dijeron que entonces, cuando termina el juez de decir, los mercaderos dijeron que uno tiene que estar pronto a push the control, and it's ring this control, and oh, if for example, it is the team green and red, red two, what is the answer? Entonces, por ejemplo, en Spanish, rojo 2, ¿cuál es la respuesta? Y ya empieza a decirlo uno.
Okay.
Pero para some people is very smart and very intelligent, and when you listen, for example, La caída de Babilonia, they are very sure that they know the question or the answer.
The answer.
Y when I listen only that, los mercaderes interrumpen en el momento. Los mercaderos, y dice el juez, interrupción, dice. Entonces, el concursante tiene que terminar la pregunta, porque si no la termina, está mal. Entonces,
Yeah.
y se vale 10 puntos, le quitan la mitad.
Mm,
Entonces, puede quedar
okay.
en negativo. Y for example, when the judge, it is like a juez, ¿verdad?
Uh-huh. The judge. Mhm.
The judge says, for example, los mercadores, y in this moment introduction, and I say rojo 2 o red 2, y él termina, dijeron que, pero se formula porque ya va cayendo a donde está el versículo.
Wow.
In this moment, I know a lot of answer about the question, but people, they are very secure or confident about the answer, and they take an interruption because they study more. Entonces, ellos interrumpían porque estaban más seguros y la interrumpían. A veces uno ya se la
And
sabía,
they got
pero
it right.
¿what?
They got got it right.
That guy is right before,
Wow.
because they know that the answer and they are sure, and the logic for logic, it is logica.
Uh-huh.
The logic for that is very good because they can complete the question and then answer, and
Wow.
after answer.
Yes, I mean, so what you said, it means that they have studied. I mean, I know that you have been studying a lot, but they have been studying even more.
Even more, you're right.
Mhm.
They study every day, but now sometimes I don't know how do you say, but chispazo, sí, and
No.
I interruption in that moment, when the answer is very big, I answer. For example, I remember this question. This question, it was for the score. It was 20 points.
Mhm.
For example, can you give me the names of the in English is very hard. Eh, ¿Me puedes decir los 12 cimientos del muro de la ciudad? Entonces, y como esas casi nadie se las puede, entonces ahí aprovechado yo que las más largas me ponía a aprenderlas, porque sabía que casi nadie las contesta.
So you have, I mean, the list of questions before?
The
No.
lessons?
The list
No,
of questions. No.
no.
Oh.
The you don't have any question before, but when you practice in the before the tournament, you have the question, but for training only that. But it is not the exactly the question for it would
That you
this
will have in
question.
the competition, in the tournament.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah, you're right, teacher.
okay. Wow, but it was the first time that you were participating?
No, it is my third or fourth time. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
remember very well, but now I study a little more.
Okay.
And in the 22, 22, yeah, 22, 23, I I made a good competition for this time because I win a lot of questions, but now I'm going to try to do the best for that. But sometimes it's complicated because I would like to do a lot of things, but sometimes we don't have a more time for practicing, and I would like to do a lot of things. But I try to stay in this competition because it's very good because you can memorize the word and try to practice this word, because if you practice every word of the Bible, you can get wisdom,
Yes.
and wisdom is very necessary for your life.
Mhm.
And probably I'm not sure, I never going to win a trophy, or I don't know, but I try to practice every day this word. I remember when I was talking with my friends and they have some problem, and I remember some chapter or some word of the Bible, and I try to give a good advice,
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
piece of advice.
So maybe I know that you're looking for, like everybody, when you are in a tournament, you want to win. But what you're saying is that no matter you don't win, but you are getting experience, you are learning the Bible, and that information that you are learning, you are putting into practice with other people and also in your life. And that's the most important. So if you see it from other point of view, you are winning still, right?
Yeah, everybody win,
Mm-hmm.
but I know you need to be, I don't know how do you say competitivo.
Okay, let me see. Competitive. Let me see the pronunciation.
Okay.
Competitive.
Competitive. Mhm.
Okay, I know we need to be competitive,
Mm-hmm.
but now I can because I try to finish my master degree. But if but I don't want to let the memorizing the Bible because for me it's necessary. But I try to do the best, but with my rhythm
Mm-hmm.
because I need to finish to learn. I need to finish my thesis. I want to finish or to become a bilingual. And it is bad when I finish my thesis, and it's very near for me. Very soon, I hope, I'm going to have more time
Yes, it's true.
for that. And now I try to do the best, but it's necessary to stay in something in the church because for me it's very complicated to go between the week only on weekends.
Yeah.
But I don't know how do you say, but if you don't visit uh, frequently the church is sometimes you are cold or you are no good. Uh, for example, you lost a habit, and I would like to involve in something in that church
Mhm.
because I try to do estar activo, like
Yeah, being active.
being active. Yeah,
Mhm. It's true. And right now, well, you have like two things together, right? The competition, the tournament, and then your master degree. So the next tournament, it's gonna be next year.
oh yeah, the next year, for
Okay.
example, in April.
Oh, okay. So you
Yeah,
like let's say 10 months for preparing, kind of.
yeah. Yeah, because the other people studying for the final of this tournament, and they don't have time for for studying Daniel in this moment.
Yes.
And when I finish, for example, this tournament, they are going to start to study the next book of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But in this moment, I can study before that.
So what about the ones that won right now? Do they have to study the same chapter that you have been studying, or you get a new chapter for this other tournament?
uh, for for the final.
For the final competition, do you have a different topic or chapter, or you study the same that you have been studying before?
The same book,
Oh, okay.
the same book. But I don't remember very well if you study only the all of chapter of the same book or six chapter. I don't remember very
Oh,
well.
okay. All right. Well, now I mean it's more pressure for them, right? Because
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
yeah, I know.
But now I'm going to rest a little bit. I only going to listen Daniel in my cell phone or
Yes.
maybe to read the book because it's very good because I get the Bible, Holy Bible in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And sometimes I try to read, but it
Yeah.
is sometimes only that.
Yeah, but because imagine you were saying that even in Spanish, it's kind of difficult to understand because of the vocabulary they use. So sometimes
Yeah.
you have to read over and over for getting the idea or ask for help, probably for getting a good message, the right
Yeah.
message, right?
Right.
Hmm.
Right, teacher.
Okay, well, I'm good. I mean, I'm happy that you had a good experience, even though you didn't win a prize, but you had the experience and you did something that you really enjoy, right? It's something
Yeah.
you like to participate, and that's the most important to have like fun and enjoy the moment. Okay, so I think that you did it with your friends, family. I don't know, but well. we wish the best for you the next tournament, and I know you will do it.
Yeah, teacher. Amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome. Well, so tell me, and how is everything in your new position?
Oh, it's very nice. I love the new position. I know I am starting now, but sometimes it's amazing because I love data. I love when I try to resolve some problems like numbers, like a relation with data. It is very good for me because in this moment it is my training, and I have been studying or watching some videos about my position, and the videos is so good, and I need to manage very well the Excel. In
Mm-hmm.
this position, Excel is very useful
Oh, okay.
for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Another position that is very good, another tools for this position is very good, BI, but the dashboard, we can make a lot of dashboard for me because they we have a lot of dashboard, and some for this moment I I don't need to create another, because in this moment I think I need to understand everything, and when I understand very well the function and disposition and the data about this position, I'm going to create some. Can you give me only 1 second because I have a call,
Okay.
but I don't know what happened. They call me.
Okay.
Sorry, teacher. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Don't worry.
I've received 2 calls in this
Okay, you
moment.
are a busy man.
Yeah, this man for a little moment.
Okay, that's nice. All right, so we will go right now with the book. Let me just take the attendant quickly. 20. Okay. Please. Wait a minute.
Okay, don't worry, teacher.
Here it is. Okay, unit 2. So yesterday we were talking a little bit about appearance, okay? And we have in this unit, it says clothes and appearance, but we were discussing like how you consider yourself, like if you consider someone fashionable or like a light person that you don't worry about what you are going to wear and you just what you see first, you get it and wear it. So what about you? How do you consider yourself? You
Okay,
like to be comfortable?
I'm comfortable and I try to don't I try to be a quiet man
Okay.
and I don't like to worry about it, about specific things or about the things because sometimes I don't like to be stressed for for a specific thing or for some things
Okay.
because for me I try to live very well. I try to how do you say I need more vocabulary now, teacher, because when I don't practice English I forgot a lot of things.
Yeah, I know.
But I will I try to see I'm analytics man
Okay.
because I try to analyze a lot of things, but because sometimes I try to stop for thinking because I want to when for example when I receive a lot of information I try to look some patterns about this information and understand very well this information and I try to resolve a lot of problems. But when I have a problem I don't like to worry about this problem because when you worry when you are worry about in a specific problem, you get a lot of stress in your life,
Mhm.
and for your health, it is not good. It is the reason that I try to be relaxed and I try to take my coffee and think and no problem. We are going to resolve today or for tomorrow, but we have time for that. And I try to think because if you stress for this problem now, when you stress, you are stressed. You don't win anything
Yeah.
because it is not useful
Mhm.
for resolving this problem and I try to enjoy a lot of things. For example, I love playing chess. I love that, and I try to understand sort of pressure or how do you say
Pressure?
pressure es como eh, aperturas
Oh no, but aperturas like to new. What do you
in
mean with that?
in chess.
Oh, it says, I don't know, like openings.
Okay,
Mm.
I try to understand very well or memorize an opening in chess or for example when I finish my routine or my job, the 8 hours in this today or 9 hours, I don't remember. Okay, I have been sitting for 9 hours, and it is time for exercise, and I try to ex- to do 70 push-ups, and I try to do a lot of another exercise for my health and I like to listen a boring music because my friend told me your music is terrible. I don't like because it is like a funeral.
Oh,
Uh,
my goodness.
because I like the symphony, for example.
Oh,
Mm,
okay.
uh, the flower duet is very it is like an opera and this song is very good for me and I love this song and I like some symphonies like Beethoven, the Ninth Symphony.
Wow.
It is like Himno de la Alegría in Spanish,
Okay.
and I like Offenbach.
All right. To be
And
honest, I don't know about that music.
yeah, you don't know this
No,
music,
I don't.
but it's very good for me. Is I love this music, but sometimes I try to I listen some gospel music, but and and I relax when I listen some music.
Okay. And today that you had the experience, going to the other point, home office, how do you feel about it? Did you like it? How was the experience?
Oh, the experience is very nice because if you are hungry in this moment, you can open the refrigerator, and you can take a whatever snack.
And do you have to wear like different clothes because maybe you will have like an interview or you have to open your camera or it's not necessary. You can wear the
For
clothes on.
home office,
Home office, yeah.
no, it is. I use my t-shirt and short, and it is.
And do you have like an office or you like to do it in your room with the
No,
computer?
in the same room,
Okay.
but the weather is terrible.
Oh.
Yeah, and I turn on I don't know in English, but ventilador,
The fan.
the fan,
Mm-hmm.
and I use the fan because it's very necessary. But when it I have a good jar in this house, and when the chart is complete in my computer, and I get out of my house and I stay in the jar and I work in that because in this place because it's very fresh for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it is better because in the jar it is very silent because in the house inside the house my aunt live with me and turn on the TV, and for me it's annoying.
Yes.
Yeah, in the jar is better because it's silence and I to try to concentrate. It's very good for me. In the jar is
Okay.
the best place for me.
All right. Excellent. And I have another question. Let me see. Oh, with the time, so what time do you start working and do you finish? And how does the company check that you are working at that moment?
Okay, and my boss was talking with me about this topic or this situation because it is very necessary to know. And he explained that for him it is very necessary to the result only that because if I organize my time in the night at night it is good, but if he told me, Jonathan, it is very necessary receiving this information or this report or this, I don't know, or this, how do you say, pedido, I don't know,
Let me see.
or requests.
Purchase?
A purchase or this purchase is very necessary for Tuesday. You need to do it in Tuesday, but if you are working on Saturday or you are free, and I don't know, maybe I finish to work 3 p.m. It is no problem. I need to give a result only that
Okay. All right.
results.
So, well, that's good. Because that depends on you, and then you can organize your time, right? That's
Yeah,
like,
if I organize my time, it's very good. But if I'm disorganized at that time, it is so complicated and stressful for that because you need to rest some time. But if you don't, how do you say, approach that time? I don't know.
yeah. Mhm.
It is very difficult. But in this moment, I studying and I'm going to try to be very organized with my ideas, with my time, and the schedule is very good for me. And now I I try to finish my training, but I couldn't because it's very long, the videos.
Okay. And so today, what time did you start working?
Today I start to work at AM and to finish at 5 p.m.
Oh, okay. And you have your time for eating, right?
Yeah, and I take my time for eating 45 minutes or 1 hour probably.
And what do you think? I mean, because in my case, I don't see myself working, imagine, from 8 to 5 in front of a computer. So how is that? Because for me, that would be very difficult because I'm not that kind of person of being in front of a computer like the whole day. It's really difficult for me. So what about you? What do you think? How do you
Oh,
manage that?
you're right. I was thinking about it is complicated sometimes because now I study. For me, I I have 2 or 3 days in the new position. For this moment, it is not complicated, but when pass the time, spend a lot of time in this position, probably I'm going to be tired. I don't know, maybe. But in my case, I try to. I like the numbers. I like the data, but sometimes I try to do a mix for when I was in home office. Okay, in this moment I feel stressful for sitting, and I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm going to to drink a water cold, or I'm going to. It is so crazy for me, but I'm going to exercise only very fast, 10 push-ups or 20 push-ups, and to when I exercise, I feel very good, and I start again.
Okay.
But in the building, it's different because, hey, his
Yeah.
man is crazy. He decides to try.
Can't, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's different when you are in the building. You can talk or take a conversation with
Yes,
your
of course. It's different being in
coworkers.
an office.
You are very good because you can be relaxed for a joking for yeah joking, yeah,
For a joke.
for a joke, little moment. It is that relationship with your coworker is very good, and you try to have a good environment with your
Okay.
coworkers.
So how many days are you going to have home office?
How many days in the week? Monday to Wednesday, yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and in this week I'm not going to go to Friday. I'm going to work in my house, but the next I'm going to work 1 week. I'm going to go Friday, and the next week I'm going to work
Okay.
in the house.
So
The
today, home office.
three or two.
Oh, okay.
And
Good.
three in this in the last week, and this week I'm going to work 2 days only that.
Okay.
The
And
twice
thing,
yeah.
the good thing is also the traffic, right? I mean, being home office is much better than going to San Salvador.
Yeah, because the traffic is so complicated in San Salvador. In this moment, I have a motorcycle, but it's for me it is very dangerous for
Yes.
traveling to San Salvador with my motorcycle. I take a bus.
Mm-hmm.
And when I take a bus in this moment, it's so good because when I get up early, I try to sleep in the bus and I rest for
Yeah. That's a
for
good
the
thing.
for the trip. The
What
trip.
time are you taking the bus?
What?
What time are you taking the bus? Right?
Okay. The yesterday I take the bus
You
6 a.m.
took the bus?
6 a.m.
Took.
I took the bus
Mhm.
6 a.m. yesterday, and but Friday, the last Friday, I took the bus 5 a.m.
And
But
what time do you have to be in the office?
I, everybody, I don't know, sometime I can arrive 8 a.m. or probably 9 a.m. There is no problem. But if I have a meeting at 8 a.m., I need to arrive 8 a.m. But
So
if I don't,
you don't have a specific time for arriving at the office?
yeah, I don't have a specific time. Maybe
Wow.
8 a.m. 9 a.m. It is the most later,
The latest that you can
the
get.
latest. Yeah, 9 a.m.
Wow, that is
But
good.
yeah, but if I arrive 9 a.m., I have to left the job. I have to finish 6 p.m.
Oh, that's the point. Okay, so if you
That's the
arrive at 8, you will finish at 5.
yeah, you're right.
Okay, now I get it. That makes sense now.
Yeah,
But it was like that was incredible. I mean, too too good for for being true.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, now that makes sense. Yeah. So I would prefer to be earlier because
yeah. For me, it's better earlier because it's so far my job.
yes, of course, it is.
Yeah,
Well, that is like the advantages, right, of being in home office, that you don't have to travel, you don't waste money in this case because you're not going to pay for the bus. And also, if you eat something outside, it's gonna be different because you have the food in your house.
yeah, you're right. Because when you are in the place of your job, you can spend more money because sometimes you are hungry. I'm sorry,
Mhm,
and you spend for a snack, and
mhm.
is in this place is so expensive for me.
You have like a cafeteria in the office?
No,
No.
but it is like a restaurant or
Okay.
comedor, I don't know,
Mhm,
but it is a business, and they send them
mhm.
menu
Yeah, the
the
menu.
menu for the food, and you can pay $3 the most expensive
Mhm.
for typical food.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is very good because the dish is so good for me.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So that is like another advantage of being at home working, right? So
Yeah,
it's good. And also you don't have like the same routine every day, right?
yeah, it's different every day, and you are very busy in this new position because you have a lot of data, and you need to attend a lot of retail in the center of America.
Okay. Right. And well, are you going to have like a because you're in a training right now, right?
Yeah,
And are you going to have like a time in which they will evaluate you?
Um,
Like I mean, I know some places they give you like
yeah,
3 months
for three
for
months
training.
or 2 months or one
Uh-huh.
month for
Mm-hmm.
training. No, they don't have. They are not going to evaluate my performance in the training. Maybe they do it, but it is because in my case is transfer to another area
Mm-hmm.
and in my eh, es como soy transferencia, ¿verdad? Is
Yeah,
different
you're not
by
you're not
that.
a new person. That's
Yeah,
why it's gonna be different.
yeah,
Okay.
it's different.
Okay. And
It's gonna be different.
how long have you been working there in a dog?
In this moment, I'm going to complete 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's not
It's a little bit
so recently, right? Mm-hmm.
recently,
Well,
yeah.
Sandy was telling me that you have these special discounts at the stores. Do you have the same?
Yeah,
That is
everybody
really good.
has a good discount for this
Yes,
retail
she
for the
was
store.
telling she was telling me that. And well, that it's like a bonus for you, right? Imagine getting that
Yeah,
because in Adoco we know that shoes are expensive, but because of the quality, right? So
yeah, the
that
quality
is
is
really
good, and
nice.
you can pay the half of price for some shoes.
Yeah, that is really
Caterpillar, for example,
imagine.
new North Face, and Hush Puppy, Harlan,
Mm-hmm.
Dog, and Parados.
Yes, it's interesting. She was explaining to me that, and I was like, wow. Then in the future, if you have your family, well, and you stay there working, so that's gonna be a good benefit. Imagine at the beginning of the year when children have to go to school, you have to buy
Yeah,
shoes for them.
yeah, it's so cool
It
for
is.
that.
I know, that's crazy. So that is good for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, today, I told you yesterday we were talking a little bit about clothing in how you like to dress or how you like to look. And the girls were telling me that they don't sometimes they like to wear high heels or sneakers or sandals, whatever. So when you go to your job, do you have to wear like formal dress or formal clothes?
No, it is not necessary, but if you want it, you can wear these formal clothes.
Okay.
But in my case, I just um, I used to wear a boot because I love the boot and jeans and sometimes a t-shirt like a polo or formal shirt.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Eh, yeah, and for example, sometimes I use only t-shirt like black or white, but I don't like the stamp. I don't know how do you
Okay.
say
Yes, I
a big stamp. I don't like it.
either. Sometimes I like to see women to wear like dresses with flowers and things like
But
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 some
it's
women
different.
they look good, but for me, no, I'm not that a big fan of that kind of clothes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But sometimes women they look so pretty with these beautiful dresses with stems and big flowers and things like that. But for me, not too much. I'm not that kind
but
of girl.
I think that women we is you have several clothes for wedding.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in our case, the men they have um, less than you.
Less option. Yes, I
Yeah,
know. I
less
agree.
options. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have this information. It says, judging by appearance. And it says, read these famous quotations, okay? in your own words, explain to a partner what they mean. Do you agree with the quotation or not? So for example, the first one, it's always the badly dressed people who are the most interesting. And that quotation is from Jean-Paul Gaultier. So what do you think about this quotation in your point of view?
I don't got it now.
It's always the badly dressed people, like people who wear bad, they are like the most interesting. I think like famous people, you know, when they have these red carpets or some Grammys or something like that, and sometimes they dressed ugly, but
Oh
they're like the
yeah,
most interesting in the red carpet, and you're like, serious?
some dress they are very ugly, and others they are very good.
So
Yeah.
that's what I understand. So what about your point of view? Do you agree with this quotation or no? With this one?
For example, in this no in this how do you say is in this comment, it's always the badly dressed people who are the most. Mm, Sometime in for the famous people, for example, I remember for El Balón de Oro when Messi used a, smoking with points. I don't know, like
Uh-huh.
uh,
Remember that.
puntos grises.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. For me, this smoking that was terrible and
But
ugly.
because they are famous, I mean, they are like the boom, right?
Yeah, in this moment, it was the most interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So that can be one example, right? And the other that I was telling you, it's like these famous people that they wear like horrible clothes, but that is the last what would you say?
Fashion, I don't know, something like that.
Fashionable, yeah. I mean, and you are like, no, and also it is really expensive, right? I mean, what they
Yeah,
pay.
really expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So just let's see number two, and then we will move on. It says, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
You never dress with a smile.
What do you
Let me, I understand you. For example, you are, but I don't understand when fully dressed.
like? You can look so handsome or pretty with that old fashionable clothes, but if you don't have a smile, that's the bad thing. And then it doesn't matter that you look beautiful.
Oh, I
Like,
got it. I got it. You
mm,
never fully dress without a smile. You need to smile for for you for your look.
exactly. It's like part of your dressing, the smile. What do you?
Yeah, for me, it's necessary to smile because you need to show how do you say alegría, like
Happiness?
happiness. Yeah, happiness and sympathize with the person.
Mm-hmm.
But in the famous people, maybe or the models, I don't know, modelos
Yeah,
or
models.
models, they use elegant clothes, but they never smile because when they smile, I real the brand is very near. It's very easy for getting this
Really?
mark. Yeah, but when the people don't smile, uh, they show that this mark is so complicated for get it. It is a high level, something like that. I was reading
So
about it.
that's why in the runway, models don't smile.
Yeah, if
You
you can
know, I
see
never
some.
asked that to myself. It's the first time, and it's true. I have never seen a model smiling in a runway, just in a contest, right? That is a beauty contest is totally different. But
Yeah,
right, I never thought about this before.
when the brand is very expensive, the model never smile. I understand it is like a marketing because it is so
Okay.
easy for
Wow,
getting it.
that's new for me. Thanks for sharing that
Ah,
point.
okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So we have review of verb partners. It says, study the following common verb partners. And we have verb plus infinitive, right? You know, when I choose clothes, I tend to think of comfort first and appearance second. Then we have verb plus object and infinitives. And then it says celebrities sometimes inspire me to change the way I look. So in that case, we have the object plus infinity, but we will see this later. Don't worry. Then I have verb plus gerund. We know that I hate choosing my outfits in the morning. Then we have verb plus object plus preposition and gerund. And then we have high prices rarely prevent me from buying quality clothing. So we are going to talk about these partners that we have to follow in order to have different like sentences. But you know, we have the infinitive, the gerund, but in this case, we also have an object, object plus preposition, and then only that, right? But today, we are just going to read these examples. These examples are in these sentences, okay, that we were reading. So could you please read a sentence
Number
1
one,
to 8, please?
1 to 8
Mhm.
of the sentence.
Please.
Okay. When I choose clothes, I tend to think of comfort first and appearance second. Um, I hate choosing my outfits in the morning. I just put on anything I can find. Celebrities sometimes inspire me to change the way I look. Companies should discourage employers from wearing casual clothes to work. I don't like to draw attention to myself, so I wear very conventional clothes. I enjoy shopping for clothes. I don't mind spending hours in the clothing stores. High price rarely prevent me from buying quality clothing. Peer pressure sometimes compels me to wear brand name clothing.
Okay, so if you see in these sentences, we have some of these, right? We have
Yeah, the grammar, it
exactly
is.
all this information is in the sentences that we were reading. So in here we have the first activity and it says, which verb partners from the box do these sentences follow? Right, A, B, C, or D. So for example, number 2. Oh, no, we don't have none done. Number 1, it says, I enjoy making a statement with my clothes. So what you have to do is to look at the information and then you will say, this sentence has a verb, object, and infinitive, for example. And then you will say, this is
Oh,
but
yeah, I got it.
I know because of the time, we are not going to do it. And also tomorrow, I will give you more information about this. Okay, so right now was just like an introduction, but tomorrow we are going to see more examples with verb plus infinitive, verb plus gerund, verb object infinitive, verb object preposition, and gerund. Okay, so
Okay,
that was just
amazing.
like the introduction. And tomorrow we are going to see more information about this. And also we are going to work on this exercise. So thank you so much, Jonathan, for being in the class today and for participating. I hope that you can join tomorrow the class, that you don't have any problem because you are going to the office tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Okay, so I hope that you don't get traffic tomorrow and you
I
can
hope.
the
I hope
class.
that.
Yes. So thank you for being today and for participating. I will see you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, see
Good night.
you. God bless
Bye-bye.
you. Bye
Blessings.
bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.